Josh Brolin and Matthew McConaughey have reportedly passed on playing Hal Jordan in Lanterns, with Chris Pine, Timothy Olyphant, and Ewan McGregor being the remaining choices. This is just reported, obviously, they could go with like a name that wasn't even in the hat type of thing. Alden Ehrenreich is right there. Alden Ehrenreich, I forget. He's right there, but
it feels like that would be said already though.
Yeah, I will say, I guess I'll just let you go first, actually. Like, go ahead and give your thoughts on them leaving and also the three remaining here.
Okay. So as far as Josh Brolin goes, I wasn't really vibing with the pick. Like, I could understand some people that probably liked it and, they just like Josh Brolin. Like, okay, I understand that. Me personally, though, out of the list that was there, I liked it. And Matthew McConaughey was actually a choice that, like, I really did like. Like, I was, like, on board with it. But at the same time, I was kind of thinking, I was like, I feel like you have to, like, you could get a big actor, but I feel like a big name like Matthew McConaughey would
stand
just
out.
Overshadow. Yeah, it would just overshadow not only almost everything in the DCU, but like just as far as the Green being Hal Jordan goes, like it would be more like that's Matthew McConaughey. Like it would be like a Matthew McConaughey's Green Lantern. That's what everybody would kind of think. But I mean, I told you since these rumors started dropping who I wanted out of the pick, and I really do hope it's Chris Pine, because like I love me some Chris Pine, and I do think that he, especially out of the last couple that are left, I do think he fits the bill like really, really well.
Yeah, I think I agree with you there. I think the three that are left, I think that's kind of what we all wanted. Like when it was first reported that what was it, like Josh Brolin was the first, like the top pick that they offered. Like if he accepted, he would be Green Lantern. And I obviously told you I don't think he's gonna accept, because I can't remember any time where Josh Brolin did television. I really can't remember any time. And with the Matthew McConaughey pick, I know in like the whole original announcement back in, oh my goodness, was it 2022 now? Holy, when they first announced it, they announced Lanterns as this true detective inspired story. And when I heard Matthew McConaughey, I was kind of shocked. I was like, oh, they're going just for the true detective himself.
That's crazy.
I guess. But yeah, like kind of what you said, I feel like it would have just been us seeing Matthew McConaughey instead of the character, Hal Jordan. And then it got released like a couple of days after the Josh Brolin stuff that Chris Pine, Timothy Olyphant, and Ewan McGregor were like the runner-up choices, the next ones. And to me, I was like, those are the three that should be
the Ewan McGregor option is so
considered. Yeah, that one's odd. That one's kind of
is so funny to me.
A curveball. But out of the three, now that reportedly, obviously, McConaughey and Brolin are out, I'd say, like if I had to rank them, to me, last, Ewan McGregor, and then Chris Pine, and then Timothy Olyphant. There's something about Timothy Olyphant. He just has a brashness to him. And Chris Pine can definitely get that. But I feel like you kind of know what you're getting with Chris Pine. I feel like you kind of know what you're going to get. And with Timothy Olyphant, I feel like he's the type of actor who you can see look old, but have youth energy. Like genuine, have some like banter. And, have that chip on his shoulder, obviously, since he's going to be that mentor, that veteran Green Lantern to John Stewart. Now I'm interested
I can see
John's going to be. Like, this just makes me really curious.
I really do wonder. The whole, I think there was a Ďems and Idris rumor for John Stewart. That one, I wasn't vibing too much with.
I could see it.
Because I don't know,
I could see it.
Like, I understand that they're going with like a younger Lantern with a younger John Stewart, and like I get that, but there's just something about Ďems and Idris that feels like he doesn't feel like he could like overpower Like he doesn't have that look.
But I feel like that's the
him.
point about with this Jon Stewart. He's gonna be.
I mean, that's
rookie.
completely fair.
He's gonna have to learn. He's gonna have to get.
He can definitely like grow into it or whatnot. But like, I don't know. There's just, I don't know. It's weird because there's just a certain image of like Jon Stewart that pops in my head, and it's like picturing him when he's young.
You know, the report is it's gonna start filming in January next year. So that means,
I mean, I don't vibe with the Denzel Idris pick, but I wouldn't be like mad at it. Like,
yeah, if he was picked, I'd be like, oh, we're gonna get a great actor as Jon Stewart.
Yeah,
like he's a great actor, and like I said, reportedly supposed to start filming in January. So you can only expect, I'd say, within like the next 3 months, just a rush of Lanterns news, like casts, maybe even more details on the synopsis and the plot, the amount of episodes, who's directing each episode. Like we are going to get a ton of Lanterns news in the coming months. I'm really interested though, like, what is the mystery? Because I know James Gunn in that announcement was like, this will be kind of dealing with the overarching story of the DCU.
I wonder what it's gonna look like.
Yeah, that too. Like, obviously, it's Earth-based.
If there's a certain look they're going for.
Yeah, will it be that True Detective kind of like almost not Western style, but it kind of has a I don't know. It has this.
There's a grit to it. There's a grit.
Yeah, there is. I really wonder, or will it be kind of more punchy, more dark, but the colors, something. I'm really interested, and I can't wait to see. You know, obviously this got the whole HBO certification, but I just want to see. Yeah. What are they thinking with this? Like, obviously it's Earth-based. It's a show, so we're not gonna see, you know, some insane spectacle. But I'm curious as to what kind of Lantern stuff will we see. Will we see the core at all? Will that be like an opening, or will we visit the core? Or like, obviously it being Earth-based, like, how is this mystery going to unfold? How is Hal Jordan and Jon Stewart going to meet each other? Are they already like in cahoots? Yeah. Or did they get sent here from the core to figure out what's going on, or anything like that? Like, it's so interesting. This has some huge potential. The fact that we're talking about Green Lantern in 2024 after what, over a decade? Like,
I mean, we've been talking about Green Lantern since.
I mean, it's like that original,
since after the movie.
But yeah, that movie really did some.
I mean, they had a Green Lantern movie slated for the DCEU.
They did. They had that. Movie. They had that Guy Gardner show that was set for CW.
Odd stuff that's been going on.
It's just been like WB has been scared to touch this character since Ryan Reynolds, since that whole debacle, man. But I just hope it turns out to be, you know, just some prime time stuff. Like, I don't even need the Breaking Bad, the greatest television thing ever.
Like here's the thing. Peacemaker is good for what it is, but like what they're going for with this like Green Lantern thing, like how they're talking it up, it makes it seem like they want to go that like where Peacemaker is kind of the Loki of Max, like Green Lantern would be like the House of the Dragon kind of thing. Like,
okay.
It would be the quality, it would like
be the more seriously taken.
Yeah, more like
I get what you're saying.
More investing, like more like just like overall, like make it look like it's like top tier.
Yeah, and I really the way they make it sounds like this could potentially be like event television. Like, it could genuinely be the
sit down,
what's that? What's next? No, they just figured that out. Wait, what is the implication? Like, I really can't wait to see like the discussions around this. It being a mystery show just like adds to it. I can't wait to see these
if the mystery is gonna be like grounded mystery, or
remember,
like
James Gunn said
it's gonna be like planetary mystery.
That they're dealing with is the overarching story of the DCU. Like, it's gonna deal with kind of the entire endpoint.
I just wonder what that's gonna look like.
It could be some like little detective
show. You could have just a lot of like, you know, trying to, but it's like, what does that look like on like a planetary threat?
Well, you definitely gotta have two actors that have crazy chemistry. And like
Yeah.
just because it's kind of got I'm gonna
The
shy
world
away.
building too.
I'm gonna
For
shy
a show
away.
like that, the world building has to
Yeah,
be
yeah, they gotta mention
top
Superman, these everything that's kind of going on, and I think aside from mentioning True Detective, kind of like with Falcon and the Winter Soldier, it wasn't that investing of a story, but like Bucky and Falcon's dynamic like carried that show.
Yeah.
Like in
that's
Lanterns,
true.
it could be a case where we have a story that is investing, but also carried by these two characters that like you can't help but watch on screen banter and bicker at each other, but also have to team up and have to figure this stuff out. And you know, that's kind of all, that's really all I want from a show like this. The way it's getting hyped up. It's one of my most anticipated DCU projects. It's like Superman, Supergirl, and Lanterns like right there.
I mean, it'd be
like,
good to watch the Green Lantern like get something good.
yeah, what are their
Like,
suits gonna look
action.
like? You know what I mean? Like, will they have skin tight suits or will they be these like little leather jacket type of things? I have no clue at like what this is going to look like. They obviously got some prestige people attached though. Ozark showrunner, Watchmen writers, a bunch of people like Tom King's on it too. Like just great people. So I really hope it ends up being a smash hit and like event television where we're sat every week waiting for the next. And yeah, that's all I can hope for. But you guys tell us in the comments below your thoughts on this topic. What do you think about these casting choices, Brolin and McConaughey even though they're out? What do you think about all this? Tell us in the comments below. We love discussing with you guys. So yeah, please let us know your thoughts.